The story of Sodom and Gomorrah is a powerful tale. It's a story about the fight between good and bad. It shows us that our choices matter a lot. Sodom and Gomorrah were two cities long ago. They had many problems and struggles. The people there had lost their way. They lived in a way that wasn't right. The Bible says their actions were bad. They didn't follow the right path. Instead, they did things that led them away from good. They were mean to each other. They didn't respect God. Their hearts were full of darkness. The cries of the good people in these cities reached the heavens. God was very sad about what he saw. God is fair and kind. He couldn't let the suffering continue. He decided to change Sodom and Gomorrah. But even in the darkness there was hope. A man named Lot lived in Sodom. Lot was a good man. He tried to live a good life even though it was hard. Lot was different in Sodom. He believed in God. He tried to follow God's rules. Living in Sodom was hard, but Lot kept his faith strong. One day, 2 angels came to Sodom looking like men. Lot welcomed them into his home. He gave them food and a place to rest. This was a brave thing to do. The people of Sodom did not like strangers. They found out about the visitors and surrounded Lot's house. They wanted Lot to give them the visitors. They wanted to hurt them. Lot was determined. He would not let them touch his guests. He protected the angels, even though it was risky. Lot showed his bravery and faith. He knew the people of Sodom were dangerous, but he stood by his values. He would not let anyone hurt his guests. God saw that Lot was a good person. Lot lived in a tough place, but he was kind and good. God decided to save Lot and his family from the coming disaster. Angels came to help Lot leave the city. They told him that God would change the city. Lot was ready. He loved his home very much, but the angels told him to move on. They said to take his family and start fresh. They warned him not to look back. Lot, his wife, and his 2 daughters left Sodom with hope. As they left, fire and rocks fell from the sky. Sodom and Gomorrah were destroyed. The ground shook, smoke filled the air. It was a scary sight. Lot's wife felt like looking back. She turned to see what was happening. She turned into a pillar of salt. Her choice had big consequences. The story of Sodom and Gomorrah shows us God's fairness and kindness. It tells us that God cares about doing the right thing, and it shows that God looks after those who trust him. Lot's story teaches us to do good, even when it's hard. We should be kind to strangers and stand up for what we believe in, even when it's tough. The story of Sodom and Gomorrah is a lesson for all time. It reminds us that what we do matters. If we do bad things, we will face God's judgment. But if we follow God, we will find kindness and safety. The story of Sodom and Gomorrah is a timeless tale that still teaches us today.